What an amazing view to wake up to this morning. The wind's died down quite a lot. The water's fairly flat. There's only a little bit of a ripple on there, and the sun is out in full force. Just take a look at this. What more could you want? I'm thinking the plan for today is we're up here at the moment, and I'm going to go round the edge of this island that I'm on, and then across this open water and to this campsite here, and I'll probably stay there the night, have a walk around. I don't really want to go much further across to this island because tomorrow I've got to kayak all the way back along here, and to this point I think it is. So yeah, I don't really want to go much further than here because otherwise tomorrow will be a long old day, and I've got to remember to catch my coach tomorrow. Unfortunately, the wind has started to pick up yet again, and the water is getting pretty choppy out there. I don't know if you guys can see, but there's white caps on the top of the little waves. It's making paddling pretty difficult. Just pulled into this little bay here where it's a bit sheltered, to check one, the map, and two, the weather forecast for tomorrow. Because although I'm not far from the campsite, my only concern is if I do get to this next campsite and the weather's like this tomorrow, it's going to make it extremely difficult to paddle back and make it in time to catch my coach. So I've just had a look at the weather forecast, and apparently the wind's meant to drop off tomorrow. At the moment it's between 15 and 25 kilometers an hour. Tomorrow it's meant to be between about 5 and 15, I think they said. So that's good news. I think I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to go to this next place and just hope in the morning that the weather's okay and that I'm going to be able to paddle back in time. It's going to be a bumpy ride. I managed to make it through all that choppy water. It was pretty hair-raising at times, as you obviously see on the footage. Some not massive waves, but big enough to drench the boat. It took me about 2.5 hours to get here. Now I'm just going to chill out for the rest of the day. Hopefully, it looks like some reedy area over there. Hopefully, we can catch a fish, because I'm pretty hungry now. This site feels a lot more wilder, if that's a word, than the other one. The only problem with this one, as you will see in a second, when I came down to have a look at the wood store, the last wood store at the last place, I'm not sure if I showed you, but it was absolutely chocker full of wood. This one, however, is very much the opposite. Literally nothing. So I'm going to have to take the axe, which actually isn't even like the other axe. This is looks like a bit of a hobo bodge job. Someone's just welded an axe head onto a piece of metal, and that thing weighs a ton. So I'm going to take that and go and try and find a couple of dead standing trees to chop up, so we've got some firewood for later. Just processing up some kindling, ready to lay up the fire for later. I've got a few logs ready for it, and the kindling, and a bit of birch bark to start it off with. In case you guys were wondering, I have been drinking water from the lake, but I've been using the Sawyer Mini to filter it out. I don't really know whether it's essential. I don't know what the water quality is like in this lake, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. So Just gonna walk down now, go fill up the canteen yet again. I just went down to the Kayak to pick up a few of the bits and pieces that I hadn't brought up already, and I thought, oh, I'll just double check the front hold, which is basically where I've put stuff that I didn't really think I'd need, extra clothing, thermals and stuff like that. The guy reassured me when he hired me out the canoe or kayak that everything's waterproof and nothing leaks. Turns out that's a lie, because all my spare clothes on both sides are completely soaked, so that's not great. And luckily it's not raining, so I can try and leave them out to dry for a while. Don't think it's meant to rain tonight, so hopefully when I wake up in the morning I've got dry clothes, otherwise it's going to be pretty annoying. I think I'm just going to sit by the fire for the rest of the night. Not really much else I can do. I've got really bad backache at the moment. I think it might be from the kayak. The seat's not the best in it, and it's giving me a bit of jip, so just taking some painkillers, and I'll probably try and get my head down and hopefully feel better in the morning for the canoe back or kayak back across. My aim's to try and be back across the other side by about lunchtime tomorrow, which means it gives me a couple of hours to get some food and then get to the bus pickup point to get me back down to Lahti, and then from there I'm either going to get the train from Lahti down to Helsinki, or my friend that helped me out the other last couple of days, he's actually working not too far from Lahti, so he actually might pick me up from Lahti and drive me down to Helsinki, which would be awesome. But I'll wait and see what happens tomorrow. So unless anything exciting happens, crazy happens, or something mysterious, I will see you guys in the morning. I hope you're enjoying the videos. Don't forget, like, subscribe, leave a comment below. I'll see you tomorrow.